Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Garden Profiler. Today we're talking mulch. With this video, I would like to encourage you to use mulch in your garden this year. I will give you some of the pros and cons of mulching and show you the ways in which mulching can make your gardening experience more enjoyable. So let's get started. One of the joys of having a mulch garden is that it helps to retain moisture in the soil, which reduces your need for watering, in turn saving you time and money. Mulching also acts as a weed barrier, which is done by blocking out sunlight to the soil, which in turn suppresses weed growth. As a result, your garden is kept weed-free for longer periods. When the weeds do grow back, they are much easier to pull up. This also helps to keep your garden looking clean and neat. Mulch helps feed the earth. Once the organic mulch starts to decompose, it adds vital nutrients to the garden, which is then transferred to your plants, making them stronger and healthy. Additionally, mulch regulates soil temperature, keeping it cooler in summer and warmer in winter, which promotes healthier plant growth. Now let's discuss the disadvantages. While mulch prevents weed growth, it can also harbor pests and diseases if not applied correctly. Mulch can also attract unwanted critters like rodents, especially if the organic mulches are used. Slugs and snails can find a safe haven in your mulched beds, so you will need to keep an eye out for them. And if you do see them, consider using methods like crushed eggshells, because slugs find sharp or pricky objects uncomfortable to travel over. But despite these drawbacks, there are various types of mulches to choose from, each with its unique characteristics. So let's take a closer look at them. There are two types of mulches: organic and inorganic. Organic mulches such as wood chips, straw, or shredded leaves decompose over time, enriching the soil with nutrients. On the other hand, inorganic mulches like gravel or landscape fabric provide long-lasting weed suppression and retain moisture effectively. When selecting your mulch, consider factors like your garden aesthetics, maintenance requirements, and the specific needs of your plants. Now let's look at some steps in how to properly apply the mulch to our garden beds and plants. So step 1 is choose the right type of mulch that suits your garden needs and aesthetic preferences. Step 2, prepare the garden bed. So before applying the mulch, remove any weeds or debris from your garden beds. You can also add a layer of compost or fertilizer to enrich the soil. Step 3, apply the mulch. Spread the mulch evenly over the soil surface around your plants, leaving a small gap around the base of each plant to prevent moisture-related issues and to allow air to circulate. When applying your mulch, aim for a depth of 2 to 4 inches for most organic mulches, but be cautious not to pile mulch against the plant stems, as this can cause rot. Step 4. Reapply mulch as needed. Over time, mulch can decompose or be replaced due to weather or gardening activity. Reapply mulch as needed to maintain a consistent depth of 2 to 4 inches. Tip number 5, monitor moisture levels. Mulch helps retain moisture in the soil, as we saw earlier, so be mindful of watering needs, especially during the dry period. Step number 6, monitor for pests and diseases. While mulch can provide many benefits, it can also create favorable conditions, like we saw, for pests and diseases. So I encourage you to monitor your garden regularly and take the appropriate action if necessary. Now, how do you handle fresh wood chips in your garden? I'm sure that you heard that fresh wood chip ties up nitrogen in the soil, but let's break it down to see exactly what's happening. When fresh wood chips are added to the soil, microbes begin to break them down. Now, these microbes, they need nitrogen to do their job. But however, during the decomposition of the wood chips, they consume more nitrogen than they release. Now, as a result, the nitrogen that would otherwise be available to our plants become temporarily tied up, or they become unavailable, leading to a potential deficiency for nearby plants. Now, as the decomposition process progresses, the wood chips break down even further. Nitrogen is gradually released back into the soil, becoming available for plant uptake. This is why the nitrogen tie-up effect is typically temporary. Another issue we could have while using fresh wood chips is called acidification. Now, some types of wood chips, especially those from conifer trees like pine, can contribute to soil acidification as they decompose. This may not be suitable for plants that prefer neutral or alkaline soil conditions. Certain trees, such as black walnut, produce compounds that inhibit the growth of other plants. Now, that is called allelopathy. Fresh wood chips from these trees may contain these compounds, potentially affecting the growth of nearby plants. To mitigate potential negative effects when using fresh wood chips, it's recommended to allow the wood chips to age or partially decompose before using them in the garden. Now, this can help reduce nitrogen tie-up and lessen the risk of allelopathy effects. Additionally, mixing fresh wood chips with other organic material such as compost or aged manure can help balance nutrient availability and mitigate soil acidification and nitrogen tie-up. By following these steps and monitoring your garden's needs, you can effectively mulch your garden beds and plants to promote healthy growth and minimize maintenance requirements. The following are a few pictures from my own garden showing you different types of mulch. It's been a pleasure sharing my passion for mulching with you today. Now it's your turn to get out there and put these tips into action. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Your engagement means the world to me and helps me continue creating valuable content for fellow garden enthusiasts like yourself. Happy mulching, and I will see you in the next video.